Hi everyone! There's like no natural daylight today, so I apologise if this is a bit of a dark and dingy video. I'm trying to light myself up. Don't know if it's working very well. We'll see. So, quick little update I guess on things is, we're all kind of getting by in life right now. I don't know if it's the same in any of the other countries, but right now the UK is in another lockdown and it's just been extended, so it's just more of the same. I'm kind of just stuck at home all the time. I've got some more work being done to my house at the end of this month, so at least I've got that to look forward to. And by that I mean the end result, I do not mean the actual work. So yeah, I'm getting by. I hope you are too. I understand that right now is a very kind of lonely time. It's difficult for mental health. I get it. I'm going through it myself. But I have had a little bit more human interaction recently over video call because I've got a lot of work going on at the moment, which is good. Like, I'm enjoying talking to people a lot more, even if it's not in person. So I'm being kept a bit busy there, and it is keeping me kind of more active in like, how do I even explain it? But anyways, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better for the human interaction, and I'm doing more with myself every day because I have like humans there to kind of keep me motivated. If you follow me on Instagram, I kind of wanted slight apology. I don't know if it's the right word, but I get that recently I have been very much overloading you with kind of makeup based content, and that's kind of because it's the thing keeping me sane right now. There's something about sitting down every day doing my makeup, kind of talking about it, that really is comforting to me, and it's something I find genuinely fun and exciting, and it's kind of been the big thing that's been driving me in 2020 and now carrying on into 2021. So yeah, I'm not talking so much about music and books and things, and I'm trying to kind of, now that because I just did like a little series, if you will, where I talked about all the palettes I own, so I'm going to try and like mix it up a bit more on my Instagram now, since I know that I've kind of forced makeup down people's throats. But honestly, it just keeps me so happy, and it's something that really like keeps me focused and makes me get ready every day instead of just lounging around in my pyjamas miserable all the time. Yeah, so what we actually here to talk about, Vicky? We're here to talk about books. So the last time I made a book haul, it was just before my birthday. I don't know why I decided that was the time to do it. But so then my birthday happened and I got some books. This may shock you. And then I've made a couple of orders myself, nothing huge, like I don't have a ridiculously large book haul this time, but I thought it was just nice enough to make another video. And again, like last time, I'm catching up with myself on my hauls, and now I have, I think, 3 books left from the haul I did previously that I haven't read, so it's time to make a new one. So I'll show you the books I got for my birthday. These were all, I believe, from Phil. He knows me well. And sometimes he's like, I'm really sorry, you're going to get loads of books. And I'm like, why are you sorry about that? But I think it's because he wants to get me like varied presents. He doesn't want to just seem like all he does is start me on Goodreads. But I appreciate that. So, first book I've got here in this pile is 7 Black Diamonds by Melissa Marr. Melissa Marr is an author that I absolutely fell in love with during the time that she was releasing the Wicked Lovely books. And this is apparently another fae based world, if I am correct. Yes, the word fae is on the back. So I'm interested. I haven't heard too much about this, and the second book looks quite difficult to obtain here in the UK, so that's going to be fun. But I'm willing to start another series by her in that kind of world, since I got so wrapped up in the other one. The next one I have is a sequel, and that is Wild Card by Marie Lu. The first one is Warcross. Didn't have to look in the end. And I enjoyed that. I thought it was really interesting how like the video game was kind of the world that a lot of people got sucked into. They were just so obsessed with this video game. And I don't know how well you know this, but I am a little bit of a gamer myself. Me and Phil were very pleased that we finally got a PS5. We managed to get one on launch day in the end, and not because of either of our efforts. We were both sat there refreshing the pages. Phil's brother actually managed to make 2 orders, so he gave us the other order. Obviously we gave him the money. Yeah, anyway, so I'm a gamer, so I like this. This has brought in like the gaming world, and I find it interesting. And the way it kind of was developing left it where I needed to know what happened next. So I'm happy that he got me the next one. This one is a sequel again. Oh, I'm all for my sequels, which again I was talking about before, that I'm trying to kind of not start any new series and complete a lot of the ones I've begun. So this is Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell. The first one of this was Carry On, and it was her spin-off to Fangirl. So I didn't really like Fangirl, and I actually decluttered that because I didn't want it anymore, and I didn't care that Carry On was a spin-off. So I have Carry On, and I really enjoyed it. And this is essentially Harry Potter, but good. Please don't hurt me, Harry Potter fans. I never cared about Harry Potter, but like the world that Rainbow Rowell was kind of going for in her fan fiction, that the fangirl was writing about, was Harry Potter without actually calling it that, and you know, using the same things. And this actually has an LGBT spin on it as well, which I really like. And I just found I found Simon Snow to be far more interesting than Harry Potter will ever be in his life. So I'm into it, and I'm hoping that I enjoy the sequel as much as I enjoyed the first one. Then, this is a little bit strange for me, but I think recently I've kind of slowly been opening myself up to more reads like this. I've actually got some non-fiction books. So the first one I have here is As If, and this is the story of the movie Clueless. You may know, if you can see my pops, I don't know if they're all in the shot here, but I have the cast of Clueless. Clueless is one of my favourite movies. I have the special edition DVD. Like, I love it. I watched it so many times when I was younger as well, on video. So yeah, I'm a fan, and I've wanted this for a while now, and this is wrote by Jen Chaney. So yeah, I'm really interested to see what kind of is said about the making of the movie. I've watched documentaries and things like that on it actually as well, so I'm going to read about it too, why not? And then the last one is another non-fiction, and it's kind of a little bit, it's not based on like a movie or a band like I have the Epica book. It's nothing like that, though it kind of is. It's What Would the Spice Girls Do by Lauren Bravo, and this is kind of like a little it's about how girls around my age have kind of grown up to become the product of the Spice Girls in a weird way, like about kind of the message that they gave us girls and the confidence. And I'm really interested in that because I feel like the Spice Girls were a huge influence to me as a child. They were like my heroes, you know? So I'm interested to kind of read about how the Spice Girls kind of brought in a new era of feminism. And you know, you may have noticed I have quite feminist views. Like, it's not hidden on this channel at all. I love like the women that are becoming more and more empowered in this world. You know, me and Phil have a very equal standing relationship. There isn't really a dynamic of this person's more than this, unless it's, you know, kind of trivial things like this person's more of a gamer than this one. But there's no like, you know, this person pays all the bills, or this person talks to all the people when we need help, and we're very equal. And when we get married, we're planning to take each other's surnames, so we'll be both taking another surname. Like, we want to be equals. So yeah, just a little insight of my life, and I feel like the Spice Girls were a huge influence on me, and I kind of want to read about how they were on others too. The next one, I actually spoke about this in my last haul, about how I knew it was coming out and I was hoping it was going to come out in English. So this is my manga purchase for this haul. and it's Fushigi Yugi. I'm trying to say Bayako at the same time as saying Yugi. Fushigi Yugi by Ayako Senseki, and this is by Yu Watase, who is again my favourite manga artist, and the Fushigi Yugi story is gonna always be one of my favourite stories. I reread it again as an adult over December, and like I say, as an adult, I think the last time I read it I was about 19, so like not quite really older and wiser, and I do see a few flaws in there, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like there are a few moments that are a bit like, would that fly so much today? But I still absolutely loved and adored every second of it, and those characters will mean the world to me. And we met a couple of the characters from this story in the original Fushigi Yugi, so I'm excited to actually read where they came from and what happened with those. So yeah, if you've read Fushigi Yugi, you'll know about Bayako, you'll know that this is essentially going to be another version of the Fushigi Yugi story. Then my last little pile, I got an email from Waterstones essentially telling me my account will close if I don't use it and I have points left. So I thought, right, I'll use up the points, and then if my account closes, at least I've used up all my points. Because Waterstones is kind of the place where I will shop in person, like I'll shop in... Sorry, my camera cut out then, I'd forgotten to charge it before making this video. So hopefully I've got enough charge now to finish off what I was saying. So I believe I was talking about Waterstones and how I'd rather go into the store because they have better deals on the website. Yeah, so they told me my account was about to shut down and I was going to lose my points. So I used my points in case my account does get shut down. Maybe though that'll probably end up keeping my account alive, but whatever. I've used all my points now, so I won't lose anything if anything happens with my account. So what did I buy? The one book that I was like, I know I'm going to want and I'm going to definitely get with my points was The Burning Kingdoms by Sadly Green. I recently got into this series, so the first book is the Smoke Thieves, and then the second book is The Demon World, and then this I think is the last book. Climax is in the back, I'm going to assume. But yeah, I think this is a trilogy and hopefully this is the last one. I've really enjoyed the first two. This is set in a world where demons have like a world that connects with the human world, and they can kind of come in between, and there's certain humans that know about the demons, and there's a lot of like royalty and kind of politics in there as well mixed in, so it has multiple perspectives of different characters, and obviously of course as will happen with these worlds there are characters that mix together and their storylines intertwine and things. I would say read it. I've really enjoyed this series. I'm hoping that I enjoy the ending of it and I can have a lovely 5-star read. So yeah, I got that one. Then the next two I got are again finishing off another series. This one is one that I enjoyed the original trilogy, and then they released another trilogy on top of it. So I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about these two, but I was like, well, I'm going to finish the series. So it is Defy Me and Imagine Me by Tahereh Mafi, and this is the Shatter Me series. I guess now it's not a trilogy anymore, and I have the first 4. I got them in a box set, and then kind of I didn't know if that was the end of the series, if that was the full thing, and then I got to the end of book 4 and I was like, clearly not, and I looked a bit more into it. So I got these two. There are lots of like spin-off books and things and novellas, but I'm just going to stick to the actual series. I'm not fully invested, and I didn't enjoy the 4th book as much. I did kind of sense the let's continue on this series vibe there, so I'll probably have fun with it. Like these were easy fun reads, but it's not like a favourite or anything. And this is kind of like about teenagers with powers. It's kind of that X-Men-y vibe thing. The next one is also an example of I wrote a trilogy and then now here's the next book. and I'm not quite sure what to expect with this one because I haven't really heard anyone talking about it, and that's Rebel by Marie Lu. So this is book 4 now in the Legend series. So it was a trilogy for a while. It's been a few years since it concluded. I do think I'm going to have to read up a bit more on that series just to kind of catch up and jump into this, but I wanted to use those points up, and I thought it's been on my to buy list for a while now, so I'll give it a go. I was going to say, I know it was cheap, but it wasn't that cheap because Waterstones don't have very good deals unless it's in the store. But I enjoyed that trilogy, and I've enjoyed a lot of Marie Lu's other things. Like, I think I've got all of her big series that she's released since I really got into booktubing, so I'm going to give it a go, but I definitely need to remember the Legend series. I remember enjoying it. I remember it was about a girl who was from a more higher class family and a boy who was from like the lower classes, and kind of obviously they interact, they meet and whatnot, and I need to do a little bit more research on that one because it is very foggy. It was a while ago, because if I'm remembering correctly I got all 3 books at once as well, so I would have read them pretty close to each other, so it's not even like there was a bit of a gap where I kind of continued remembering about it. But yes, that's all the books I got, so I'm sorry that there's going to be a bit of weird editing. Essentially I'm going to smack 2 videos together in the middle of this, but yeah, my camera died. What am I going to do? And I just did not feel like filming it all again from the beginning, so I'm going to attempt to put these 2 videos together. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for putting up with my rambling and trying to cope with the world right now. I know everybody's struggling. I'm not trying to make this a oh poor me, I'm struggling kind of thing, but I just feel like getting it out and talking about it makes me feel better. So thank you so much for putting up with me. The people who have sent me comments, messages, Instagram comments, all sorts, I really appreciate it. Thank you. You mean a lot to me because it's nice to know that people who only really know me from what I've put on my YouTube channel actually think that I'm someone worth catching up with. So yeah, if you do want to see me on Instagram, I've mentioned it enough times, I'm trying to keep active with it, but I just end up posting about makeup all the time. But I do promise that I will put about, you know, books and music and a bit more variety like I originally said I was going to. If you want to follow me, I am Fangirl Vicky. I will put it in my description if you want to know about spellings or anything like that. So yes, thank you so much again, and I'll see you whenever I can. I have pre-ordered both Epica's album and Evanescence's album, so I want to make videos about those, but obviously they don't come out until the end of this month and next month, so you know, at least I'll have a couple of videos for definite coming up. Yes, see you all soon. Bye!